Welcome to Module 2 of the CFO Operating System, how to stabilize and control cash flow in 90 days. In Module 1, we learned how to diagnose a business using the 5C framework. Now we move into execution. This is where the real transformation happens. I'm going to walk you through the exact 90-day process I use with clients to go from cash stress, uncertainty, and reactive firefighting to visibility, stability, and real control. Most businesses don't fail because of lack of revenue. They fail because they lose control of their cash. This module fixes that. Let's be honest about the reality most business owners face. You can be generating decent revenue, but every month feels like a scramble. Payroll is due, vendors are calling, and you're never quite sure if there will be enough cash when the big bills hit. You've probably heard the phrase, cash is king, but very few owners treat it that way. They focus on profit and growth while ignoring timing and control. Profit on paper means nothing if you can't make payroll on Friday. This 90-day reset changes that completely. By the end, you'll have predictable cash flow and a system that lets you run the business instead of the business running you. In Module 1, we diagnose the business. Now we move to execution. This is the exact 90-day process I use to take a business from cash stress and uncertainty to control and predictability. Most businesses don't fail from lack of revenue. They fail from lack of control over when that revenue actually hits the bank account. This module fixes that. The goal of this 90-day reset is simple but powerful. Build visibility, create stability, and establish control. By day 90, you should have a rolling view of your cash, enough breathing room to make good decisions, and a repeatable system that keeps you in the driver's seat. We break it into 3 phases that build on each other. Phase 1, baseline and visibility. Phase 2, stabilization. Phase 3, optimization. You cannot stabilize what you cannot see, and you cannot optimize what isn't stable. Sequence is everything. Phase 1 is all about truth. We stop guessing and get the real numbers. First, collect all your financial data. Bank statements, P&L, AR and AP aging, debt schedule, everything. Then we build the single most important tool in this entire system, the 13-week cash flow forecast. This is a rolling weekly view of every expected inflow and outflow. You'll see exactly when cash is coming in, when it's going out, and where the shortfalls are going to appear before they hit. This one tool alone eliminates most surprises. We also identify immediate risks and set up a weekly CFO rhythm, a standing 30-minute review every week where you compare actuals to forecast and adjust. This phase usually creates an aha moment for owners. Suddenly they see the business clearly for the first time. This right here is the turning point for most of my clients. The moment you build that 13-week cash flow forecast, you stop guessing. You can actually see what's coming 3 months out. That single tool changes everything about how you run the business. Once we have visibility, we move to Phase 2, stopping the bleeding. This is where we get tactical. We focus on 4 high-leverage moves: aggressive expense control, accelerating accounts receivable, optimizing accounts payable, and quick revenue wins. Expense control means going line by line, canceling unused subscriptions, renegotiating vendor contracts, and cutting anything that doesn't directly support revenue. AR acceleration means tightening collections, offering early payment discounts, and following up religiously on overdue invoices. AP optimization is about strategically extending terms on non-critical vendors while protecting the relationships that matter. The key insight here, it's not just about cutting costs, it's about controlling timing. When money comes in versus when it goes out is often more important than the total amounts. In Phase 3, we shift from defense to offense. We refine the forecast, improve the cash conversion cycle, focus on margin improvement, and prepare the business for capital if that's the right move. We analyze which work is truly profitable versus what's consuming cash. We adjust pricing where needed and redirect effort toward high-value activities. We also make sure the business can comfortably support any new debt before we bring capital in. By the end of 90 days, the business should feel completely different, predictable, stable, and controllable. Most people think cash flow improvement is about cutting costs. It's not, it's about controlling timing. When money comes in and when it goes out. Once you master timing, everything becomes more manageable. If you follow this process, you don't just improve cash flow, you take real control of the business. And once you have control, that's when growth and capital actually work in your favor. 3 principles guide every decision in this system. Cash flow matters more than profit. No major decision should be made without understanding its cash impact. Structure must come before capital, Always. The weekly CFO rhythm is what makes all of this stick. Every week you review actuals versus forecast, update the next 13 weeks, flag risks, and make decisions. Consistency here is the multiplier. You now have the complete 90-day cash flow reset system. This is execution, not theory. Use the templates in the resources section and start building your own 13-week forecast this week. In Module 3, we'll cover how to prepare the business for capital the right way. Thank you for going through this module. This concludes Module 2. Download the 13-week forecast template and the full SOP checklist. Start applying what you learned immediately. I'll see you in Module 3.